Zara's Braids, Episode 4. The Rainbow Thread in Grandma's Braid. Zara visits her grandmother, who braids her hair as she would usually do on such occasions. The braid shines rainbow colors. It's a memory braid. Zara is taken to young grandma's world, where she sees her grandmother as a girl facing bullying for her accent and skin color. Zara helps her young grandma find confidence through kindness and boldness. In this episode, we will be reminded of pride in one's heritage and intergenerational love. Let's begin. Visiting grandma meant hugs that smelled like hibiscus and shea butter. In grandma's warm hearthen kitchen, the scent of ginger and wood smoke filled the air. Morning light spilled through the window, catching little golden flecks of dust that danced like fireflies. Zara stood by the basin, sleeves rolled up, washing dishes with steady hands and a bubbly hum. Her natural afro framed her face like a crown of clouds, still free and wild before braid day came. As she braided Zara's hair later that day, Grandma wove in rainbow-colored threads. "This one holds memory," she said with a wink. That night, Zara's braid glowed with all the colors of sunrise. She opened her eyes to find herself in a younger version of her grandma's world, 1950s Lagos, full of color, life, and old music. She stepped into a bustling, sunlit street. Vintage cars honked gently as they rolled by. Fabric stores overflowed with Ankara print and tie-dye clothes. Market women call out prices, carrying trays on their heads. Zara stepped carefully down the street, her eyes wide with wonder. The sounds of talking drums and distant laughter. Her braid, still glowing faintly, seems to hum in rhythm with the world around her. Nearby, a young boy spins a bicycle rim with a stick, grinning as his friends cheer him on. Zara spots a group of girls hopping and clapping to Suwe, the traditional hopscotch game drawn in white chalk. The motion for her to join. She passes a chalkboard sign that reads St. Mary's Girls Primary School, speech day coming. As she walks, she notices the hair begin to shimmer just slightly, like something or someone is pulling her toward the story that is waiting to be told. And that's when she sees her, a girl standing along by the class window, wrapped skinned with a neatly tied kiko braid of black thread, wearing the same wine uniform that other girls were wearing around her, but her shoulders were slumped. The children near her whisper, pointing, "Why does she talk like that? She's too black to be from here." Zara's heart aches. She knows that face. That's young grandma, then called Tenny. Zara stayed still. The laughter around her faded as the glowing braid on her head dimmed to a quiet shimmer. She stood at the edge of the schoolyard. Across the yard, Tenny stood near a cracked window. Her wine pinafore uniform hung neatly over her small frame. The white shirt freshly pressed, but her body seemed to shrink under invisible weight. Her kiko braids shimmered faintly under the sun, tied in black thread just like Grandma once described. Zara saw it all. She watched as Tenny stood still in school, unsure, quiet, while other girls mocked her accent and her dark skin. The way the other girls leaned to watch each other to whisper. The way the boys chuckled and looked away. And the way Tenny lowered her eyes, trying not to care, failing. Zara's heart twisted. She wanted to run to hold her hand. Tenny turned away, disappearing into the school building. But her sadness lingered in the air. She had always seen Grandma as the strongest woman in the world, but here she was, a little girl who just needed a friend. Zara took a deep breath, stepped forward, and slipped quietly through the open doorway of the school building, following the echo of Tenny's footsteps. Inside, the hallway was lined with handwritten posters, blackboards stained with chalk. Zara moved past classrooms where children recited in unison. Then she saw her. Tenny stood alone in the far end of the corridor by a window where vines crept in. She stared out, not crying, just holding everything inside, the way kids often do when they've learned no one will come. Zara approached slowly, gently. Their eyes met. "You don't have to hide your light," she whispered. "You are magic. You just don't know it yet." The glow from Zara's braids deepened, casting tiny rainbow reflections on the wall like floating promises. Tenny blinked. "Who are you?" Zara shrugged. "Maybe just someone who believes in you." She held Zara's hand tightly. Together, they painted the school wall with beautiful words. Bold, bright, beautiful. The bullies grew quiet, and Tenny found her voice through a singing competition. A sweet, powerful tune that made even the teachers pause and listen. Zara watched the young grandma shine like a star afterwards, and then she blinked again, whisked back into bed. Back in the present, a while later in Grandma's bedroom, Zara didn't speak right away. She simply leaned against Grandma's shoulder. The rainbow threaded braid resting softly against her arm. Grandma looked at Zara's glowing braid and said, "You met her, didn't you?" she asked. Zara nodded, eyes wide. "She was Braid, and so are you," Grandma whispered. Outside, the breeze stirred the curtain. Inside, a story had finished weaving itself, not with an ending, but with a thread that would keep spinning forward. Because what was whispered in silence will now be spoken with pride. And that's how stories live on, one braid at a time. The end for now.